I am a dues-paying, card-carrying procrastinator, and I admit it, albeit sheepishly. Hi, and welcome to the 10 Commandments of Leadership podcast. Here, we educate, equip, and empower emerging leaders with God-thought leadership, and we present current events and news makers in the light of best practices from the Bible. As I've shared publicly, procrastination is one of my primary egoholisms embedded in my acronym SPADES, S-P-A-I-D-E-S, S, selfishness, P, procrastination, A, arrogance, I, impression mismanagement, D, disorganization, E, poor eye contact, and again, S, selfishness. For years, I taught Procrastination 101, which was awareness, confession, naming, and ownership. It was necessary, but it was incomplete. Now I'm living and teaching Procrastination 102, which is the management of procrastination. A neuroscientist recently helped me sharpen that move. Anne-Laurie Lecompf reminds us that procrastination isn't necessarily laziness or a lack of willpower. Instead, it's a signal, your brain's way of saying something here isn't working as currently framed. That insight aligns perfectly with how egoholism operates. When egoholism, whether it's inflated or deflated, encounters resistance, it often stalls rather than speaks. Procrastination becomes the symptom, not the disease. So instead of shame, the work here is diagnosis. Lecompf's triple threat asks whether procrastination is coming from the head, or from the heart, or from the hand. For example, with the head, at an irrational level, I'm not convinced that this task matters or aligns. With the heart, at an emotional level, this task feels heavy, dull, or even threatening. And with the head, or with the hand rather, at a practical level, I don't feel equipped, resourced, or supportive. That diagnostic moment is where my leadership framework, TOP, comes in. TOP is how procrastination becomes manageable. For example, T, target the problem. Instead of saying I'm procrastinating, I ask a better question, which is, what kind of stuck is this? Is it stuck in the head, or stuck in the heart, or stuck in the hands? This interrupts vague dread and instead replaces it with specificity. O, own the problem. No blaming, no self-flagellation. Ownership simply says this resistance is real, and it's mine to address. Egoholism loses its power the moment it's named without drama. And then finally, P, T-O-P, P, proceed to action. Not a heroic leap, not a pressure-fueled sprint, but just matching next steps. And what are those steps? Clarify purpose if it's a head issue. Adjust environment and emotion if it's a heart issue. And ask for tools, help, or training if it's a hands issue. That is why I now say and teach this line without apology. And that line is, procrastination isn't my laziness. it's my signal. Leaders don't curse dashboard lights. They read them and then decide how to proceed. That, my friends, is Procrastination 102, and that's TOP at work. If you're leading emerging leaders in your organization, don't ask, why aren't you doing the work? Ask instead, where are you stuck? Are you stuck in the head? Are you stuck in the heart? Or are you stuck in the hands? Because when procrastination is treated as a signal rather than a sin, leaders don't get more productive, they get more honest feedback. Hey. Thanks for joining us this afternoon for the 10 Commandments of Leadership podcast. In fact, first of all, join us each weekday for Tim Alston's Leadership Nuggets, educating, equipping, and empowering emerging leaders to manage ego problems in 60 seconds. That's each weekday airing at 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and 7 p.m. Central Time, as well as continue to join us each weekday afternoon for the 10 Commandments of Leadership podcast. 4 p.m. Central Time. And all of these program episodes are available on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We'll see you then. And once again,